besties, welcome to today's edition of HTNT with your girls, Emmy and Lulu.
What's making you super hyper?
See, it is a day that the Lord has made. Plus, thank God it's Friday.
Wow. Oh
yes. So we're happy, we're excited. Even though we're not going anywhere tonight, we're going to be in our houses,
pressing our phones, hoping that relationship people will not press our necks.
See, I have a new way of life. If you press my neck with your relationship, I will press your neck with my singlehood.
How do you intend to do that?
It's not your business.
You don't have man.
Try me, but that's not why we're here. Emmy, why are we here today?
Okay, so tell us, why are we ladies here today?
She threw the question back at me. So today, we are daring, very daring ladies, putting our hand where normally people would expect us not to put our hand. That is the place we want to put our hand. That's where we want to touch. So today we're touching on submission.
I wanted to say drum roll, submission, because it's such a heavy topic.
It is,
and about flow.
Yeah.
So, what is submission? I think that submission has now in this age and time means different things to different people.
True.
It means different thing in the African system. It means a different thing in the Western system. That's why we keep having back and forth about submission. So some people feel like, oh, Christians have a certain kind of submission, which is like you need to bow to a man, you need to literally lick his feet. Actually, what do you think?
It gets really annoying when people who don't know the first thing about submission are demanding it.
Right.
People who have not paid their dues are demanding submission from people who them known. Because submission it's not like respect that you say everybody deserves respect. No. Submission is not in that league. For submission, even the Bible categorically put it in a clause where this goes for this.
Wives, submit to your husband, and husbands, love your wife as
So how much love have you given to put you in a position to demand submission? How much love? So it is a very sensitive topic, but then we are getting it wrong. A lot of times we're getting it wrong.
I think that people that even get it wrong the more are the men.
No, of course it's mostly the men.
There's this thing they have in their head about submission that I've married you. I saw a video recently where unfortunately a pastor said, as a wife, you're not your husband's partner. Your husband owns you.
Your husband is your Lord and personal savior.
So if you have that kind of mentality, then submission to you means that woman is
yes, that's enslavement. You're looking for a slave.
For men, the other meaning of submission, for some men of course, the other meaning of submission is enslavement.
And that is silly. Do you know that in this time and age, someone said, I want somebody who is submissive and all that.
If you ask him,
and this person was asked, okay, so what really is your definition of submission, right? And they went ahead to say, see, I want somebody that if I say stay here,
you stay there.
You stay there without questions.
For marriage, for people,
if I say do this,
grown up,
you do it without questions.
Wow.
For somebody who has a good head on their shoulder, I think that is an impossible task. Unless you are looking for a zombie, make it clear from the get-go. I just want a zombie. I just want somebody that answers my every
remote and controls.
You will get it. Trust me, there are people who don't mind.
Wow.
Yes, there are people who don't mind. But dear brethren in the Lord,
it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Submission is not enslavement. Submission is not you have to do this and this is final. My word is my word. And I had a colleague at one time that had an issue because we had female supervisors. We had 2 female supervisors in my office at a time. He just always doing like these women are not worth it. One of those days he said, I usually feel like some of these women should be flogged.
Say that again. Okay. So if he was that good, why is he not the supervisor?
I said this guy sat one day and wrote a long report, bad report of course, and sent it to head office just because we're females. To some people, they feel like once there is a woman, you should automatically, this is even aside marriage now, once there is a woman, she should be under me.
You should be under me,
whether
exactly.
by ranking or hierarchy she is higher, but for the fact that you are Eve's daughter, but the fact that you're a woman, you should be under me. Somebody will marry that guy.
Yeah, of course. If
And
he's
trust
not
me,
already married.
he would want you to literally lick his feet.
You know the thing. The thing is, don't get us wrong, right? We don't have a problem. We are not against the family structure, the family structure where the man is the head and the woman is the neck that carries the head. Yeah, we're not against that structure. That is God's beautiful design. We appreciate it. We love it so much. But we're saying, if you are going to marry somebody's daughter that has her own feelings, has her own thoughts, her own ideas, she's a person in her own sense, don't think because now she is your wife, then she is inferior, or she is, now they don't even say behind every successful man there is a woman. They say beside. She's your partner. Let's have this mentality that, guy, it's partnership. We're not doing subordinate and
you're not doing supervisor and employee.
That is not the situation, right? And I think that is where most people get it wrong.
Yes.
Power play is not. It shouldn't even be a thing in your family, because it comes in looking that way when things that should just naturally flow, you start to demand it, you start to enforce it.
The unnecessary need to show authority from a man. You want her to, you want to prove to her that I am the man. You see, I'm your husband, but you need to be careful the way you talk to me. Remember that I married you with my money.
With my money, I paid very price, so I own you. We need to eradicate that thinking.
Submit to me. To African men, their submission is that as you're working as a woman, your salary comes to me. Whatever it is you want to buy, report to me first.
For a person that her parents paid school fees for how many years, or nurtured and cared for, somebody that has a mind of her own. If you want somebody that doesn't have a mind of her own, just make it clear from the get-go. Just say it, I'm looking for a zombie, and trust me, you're going to find one. But you see somebody's daughter, carefully and wonderfully made, in the image and likeness of Abba. And then you feel, because you marry them, they answer to your every cough. Every time you cough, they should answer.
Yes,
they should. And that births abuse in marriage and in families, because by the time you are expecting her to prostrate or lie down and greet you and call you my lord,
and they do that. They say that Sarah called her husband lord. I saw somebody call your husband baby. He's not. That's
don't mind those people. See, if you like, be taking advice from internet pastors, internet people, internet motivational speakers, social media people. They'll be crash and wreck you. We should all have common sense. That's why it's common, right? But unfortunately, everybody doesn't have it.
Like you said before when we started, submission should not be demanded.
It shouldn't even be a topic.
Easy, free flow.
Simple. Because we know that women, we are so soft and so gentle, and so, except the ones that are hoodlums,
bandits,
right? Bandits. We are built in such a way that we don't mind. We love the coverage we get from men. We love the protection we get from men. We love it. So if you love a woman right, submission flows naturally.
It's not even be a thing of
Respect flows naturally. You won't even have to talk about it. To
remember this story that trended weeks back?
Yeah.
This lady said that your husband does not have a right to order you not to go anywhere. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And people came for her.
But
I think for me, I think that's the word, the order.
That is the
submission
word.
we're talking about.
That's the word.
You know when you finish dressing to go out, I cannot forget my father. I was still in my teenage. I finished dressing, and I said, "I'm not going."
Yeah, made me think you're going to.
Go inside and look for my book and read. So I will suffer all that suffering in my father's house. I'm not gonna marry man that I claim that I love and he loves me too.
Yeah.
And you tell me today, make sure that you don't step outside, sir.
So that place you are not going. See, I can understand. I'm going out. See what I'm going to. See who I'm going with. And then he says, I don't think you should go here because of so and so.
Conversation.
And you reason with him. Use your sense of judgment. But you are not going anywhere.
If you try it, make sure you don't come back to this house. I wish that this generation of people try to get what is the right definition of submission. And as a believer, what is submission? What does the Bible say clearly about submission? Don't follow the world people. Don't follow people that want to do.
People that are just looking for people to oppress.
Yes.
Oppress us. There is
Submission
a difference.
is not oppression.
It's not oppression.
It is not you enslaving somebody's child. It is not. So please, find the true meaning of submission and abide.
Thank you. Tea for thanks. Well, I think for two novices in the practical aspects of this topic,
all right.
Let us wrap it up. Let us bring it full cycle.
I would love us to do a part 2, maybe with a married person. We have a guest or have people share their opinions. But before that, you can tell us what you think about submission. Do you think that what we'll be saying
is valid? Or we should go? We should
do you hold a different opinion about submission? Please talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, on here on YouTube. So we'll see you again.
All right. Bye.